So, aloha everyone. My name is Lori, and welcome to our self care and service in the love, peace, and harmony field. And we've been undergoing a journey to bring the message of self care and service to really form this identity or have this goal of working on an area, whether it's in self care or in service, so we can kind of move forward to some of our goals. And so today, let us share what we will be working on. So, welcome. So, we're going to do our check in. And last week, we did about forming the identity of what type of person that we want to be in terms of the goals that we had. So, for instance, if for self-care goal you wanted to eat healthy, we would really think about ourselves as a healthy eater, right? Instead of, oh, I'm a terrible eater, So wanting to shift the label. So, okay, I'm not sure if I got cut off, so I apologize. I'm not sure. So hopefully all is well. Let me share my screen. I got cut off. Okay, so as I was mentioning last week, we were talking about identities. And then this week, we are going to kind of create our system or start a system of creating these just small steps to move forward to identity and what our goals are. And we'll do it also with a meditation in the love, peace, and harmony field that we get to reflect and think about, be accountable, and use that 4 pillars of wellness that is, that really helps one to make change. Okay. And then talk about some next steps. So, in creating our self-care and service system, and I've been reading about several types of books. One is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Another is a 12-week year. And there's other types of business entrepreneur type of books that talk about transformation. Oh, another one is it's a high performance. I'll maybe share that in a later session. But I came across this quote, and it was that like virtues are formed in man by his own, by doing, by his doing the actions. This is um, Aristotle, uh, and it's a lot of times they would think that he wrote it, but actually it was the writer Will Durant who interpreted his quotes that we are what we repeatedly do. And therefore, excellent is not an act, but a habit. So, in terms of like high performance or thinking about your own self care and service system, what we want to do is we want to become that excellent in that type of identity that we wanted, right? A healthy eater. I am one who um, exercises, exerciser, or I'm a neat person, or I'm organized, right? Some habits we want to kind of think about the identity, and to form that, it takes a lot of repetition and repeatedly doing these small things to help us solidify that identity. So when we think about last week and we thought about the identity that we want to create, and if you weren't here last week, the video is up. You can go ahead and watch it and do the practice there. It's what are the habits of this type of person? So we're thinking about our self-care and service system, but you can apply it into any aspect of life that you are wanting to change. Okay. Um, but when you think about, maybe what we've talked about last week, your identity, we're going to think of it in now really trying to create the little steps, the acts that help you become that person, right? Or that you makes it much more believable, and that you form these habits step by step that become natural and easier for you. So, in the Atomic Habits book, they talk about the four laws of behavior change. And they say to make it one, obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. So, one of the things that we can start with is really changing maybe our environment to make it easier for us to do things. So, they talked about how they've actually changed people to be healthier in certain organizations and groups just by having more water bottles, healthier foods. I think Google did that as well. They put more healthy foods instead of all the snacks closer because if it's easier, they'll grab what's easy, right? So, what we're going to do today is maybe have you reflect on how one thing that you can do to create your self care system or service system, and just what are the small steps or habits that you can do. So, for instance, um, there's a nurse that, we have a friend who's a nurse, and, for her, being hydrated is really important. She has a cue. She always has a very big jar of water or that she always has with her. So she has a habit to always have it with her. She also has a cue to have her phone set every few minutes, and then that's the cue to just take a sip of her water. So I've been doing something similar, always having my water near me, putting it in a container that's, easy to grab, easy to take around with me if I go out. So it's like making this a habit. So let's go ahead and get into our meditation so you can reflect. And if you have your notebooks, start writing it down because this is something that we can make ourselves more accountable and track our progress without judgment. And again, we're going to use these pillars of well-being that we've talked about and use in our meditations just to kind of help you keep remembering. Okay. Awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. Okay. So let's take this moment. We're going to connect with the field. Um, and then we'll go back. So just take a moment to just really feel this love, peace, and harmony field. And some of you already have the habit of when you see calligraphies in front of you, you have a way that you connect, whether it's, dear the calligraphies, please support my request, or thinking about what the calligraphies mean, love, peace, and harmony. We believe it carries high frequencies and vibrations that can clear some of the negative information that we might be holding that may make it challenging to develop these more healthy habits. So we're going to use the field for that, but we're also going to use the field to open ourselves up for the reflection and the meditation. So you can close your eyes at this time to do the meditation. Later when the field is back up and you do want to maybe trace, that's fine, because that might be a habit. You see a calligraphy, and for a lot of people in our group, we want to start tracing. So beautiful. Okay. So close your eyes, connect. I want you to imagine, feel this love, peace, and harmony field around you, 360 degrees above and below you. Imagine you're inhaling through your nose, bringing in this love, peace, and harmony. Again, this can be a habit that you can create just to connect with higher frequencies and vibrations. Every time you see a calligraphy, many of you have books, many of you may have owned your original or have cards or calligraphies from Dr. Master Shah, who is the creator and the calligrapher of these beautiful calligraphies, that you might make a habit of just connecting and maybe tracing it once before you move on your way. That could be a wonderful habit you could do. We'll talk about short, like a 2-minute technique, they say, later in maybe another session. And I want you to just, let's see if we can create this habit of when you see the calligraphies, we take our time to just connect, slowing ourselves down, relaxing. Again, feeling the message of love, peace, and harmony. Okay. You can imagine the colors, how it feels using your mind power, creative visualization, our heart power, feeling it. So imagining the colors, imagining how the message of love, peace, and harmony feels for you. And I'm going to just have you to just close your eyes and just be aware of the habits that you want to start creating that align with your ideal identity of self-care. So you are a person that is, self-care is, part of your identity, that you take care of yourself, and also maybe that you're a great server, right? You servant of humanity, but it starts with ourselves. So just think about what it is, what your goal was. We've had another session that we thought about our year goal. We tried to bring it down to 6 months, 1 month, a week, what it is that you want to accomplish this week. Could be part of your habit, could be to coming every week to this session, but every day, what is it that we want to do? And just think of something small, one thing. Don't think about too many. Otherwise, if you're too ambitious, it's harder to make that a habit. You could do it for a few days, but you might then fall back. So even my doctor mentioned when my blood pressure was high, all the things I needed to do, but she says, just choose one first, start small, right? So she's aware of this type of system. What is easiest for you that you feel like, oh, I can make this a habit? See, as we're going to connect with the field and connect to see how you can make it easier for yourself to obtain a habit. One of the techniques they talk about is try to make it easy in your environment. Okay. For instance, I've talked a bit before about wanting to be a neat person or an organized person. How can I do what small habit can I do? So I could just like start organizing just the place around me in 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to just do whatever I can. So maybe organize my stack, straighten up, throw away some of the, things that are not needed, or put things away, right? And just take 2 minutes every time I'm in a different location. And I become in the habit of cleaning up my space. They talk about the Japanese habit. Some of you may have been familiar, but the games where all the Japanese players and I think soccer, football, right, whatever part of the world, but they start cleaning up their area. That's a habit that they do. So they cleaned up the stadium, but they started cleaning up more than their area, right? That's a habit that they do to clean up, pick up the trash. Think about any insights about your current habits, the thoughts that you hold and that what you hold for yourself, and how it might relate to the progress of this past week. Okay. So you might be noticing, hey, I've been doing this for my goal, like having fruits available, easy to see. So I would grab that instead of a snack, right? Or I've been, have like I mentioned about the water. Or I've been connecting with habit stacking. I cube up one thing. So I've been trying to move and stretch. So every time I maybe go in the living room and watching TV with my family, I will be stretching at that time. So think about what you've been doing, what you want to continue. If it's still not a habit, that you maybe just working on developing that, or if they can introduce something a bit that a small habit that, okay, I can start from today, and I'm going to just check in from next week. If every day, maybe I can do dot dot dot. Okay, and write it down for yourself. What is your habit again? We don't want to go overly ambitious, just something really small that you want to make it a habit with repetition that's easy to do. Okay. And now we're going to connect back with a love, peace, and harmony field to kind of bring in that love and light to kind of support you with what your identity and the small steps, clearing out any maybe negative information, any resistance, any challenges that you might feel to get into your new habit. Okay. So again, let's connect with the love, peace, and harmony field. If you're still trying to think about what small step, just think something quickly and that is simple to do that you just want to do more of. And allow yourself again to feel yourself. You are that identity. So you are, someone who hydrates well. You are a healthy eater or healthy baker, or you are an exercise, as a regular exerciser or fitness, or you are one who meditates. Yeah, I'm a meditator to kind of relax. Or you are one that takes care of you're really good in self-care. Okay, and this is a step. You just being here indicates that you have the commitment for your self-care or service. If you already have your self-care habits pretty down and you're going into wanting to serve more, think about, okay, what is it that, how do I want to serve? It could be something very simple and small, same thing. I'm just going to share something every day. I'm going to call up a friend or check in or text someone to see how they're doing, right? And there's many ways to serve. Some of you are healing practitioners. I'm going to kind of reach out to loved ones or put them in, regularly have like a prayer list or a blessing list that I connect with, right? And of course, according to the, guidelines of your own, um, health or healing practitioner type of modality. So we like to use Tao Calligraphies, love, peace, and harmony. So it could be, every time I'm going to increase my connection with my love, peace, and harmony field. I'm going to carry my love, peace, and harmony card. And anytime during a transition, I'm going to, connect with my card, whether meditate on with it or trace it one time. Right? So you're tracing it, maybe at the end of the day, you've at least traced it, 5 times, like transitions, before meals, after meals to digest, before going to bed, right after waking up. Right? It could be something like that. So think to yourself, what is the new habit that you're going to do? And feel these messages of love, peace, and harmony coming in. Notice when you're forming your goal or your new habit, how your body feels. Is it feeling motivated, excited? Do you have some blockages where they're like, oh, I don't know if I can do it? Maybe it could be negative thoughts or judgments, emotions or resistance. Like, yeah, I can do it, but do I really want to do it? Or I want to, but I have all these other things. So notice what comes up and write that down. I mean, later write that down. You want to know what your resistance is to. Next time we might go into a little bit of maybe some of the blockages that comes up. But this time we want to also focus, what is something simple that we can do? And I'm going to just play the Love, Peace, Harmony song to bring more positive messages to support you. So for those maybe who feel overwhelmed, I'm going to take 5 deep breaths, at every transition. I'm going to connect and maybe sing a verse of the Love, Peace, Harmony song, right? Some of us already have the habit of having the Love, Peace, Harmony in our background, all the time, and you might just stop at the transitions to just connect with the music and sing it. So those of you who have the identity, the healthy self-care identity or service identity, again, think about it, notice how that looks like for you. For those of you who have that small step and shift that you're going to take to create a positive, natural habit, think about what it is. And I want you to get used to that now, to visualize yourself doing it. Think about when you're going to be doing it. Think about if there's a cue that will help you remember to do it. For example, okay, as soon as I'm waking up, I'm going to do this, Or when I'm brushing my teeth, I will be singing in my head, right? A calming song. I'm going to be drinking water, have my water bottle with me every time during the transition, or I might set my timer and sing yourself drinking water regularly. Or see yourself eating healthy or exercising regularly or doing stretches. Whatever it is, think about when, where, and how. And feel yourself connected with these actions, allowing it to instill that positive identity that can help you believe that you are one that prioritizes self-care. You're an exerciser, you're a healthy eater. You're one that hydrates. So again, those of you who are doing service goals, you can think about that type of service. I'm one who shares, positive messages every day, or I'm one who checks in a lot with my friends and family members. Or I am a healing practitioner, and every day I'm doing at least one, healing or a wellness exercise with someone. So again, choose one you want to focus on. See yourself doing that. Feel the field of love, peace, and harmony supporting you. So motivating you, clearing any resistance or blockages, whether it's a mindsets, a belief, ego, attitude, emotions that is blocking you from making this step forward to your self-care or service goals. Again, bring in the light. The light is supporting you, melting away any negative information and blockages. It is heightening, making your vision and the purpose even stronger, seeing yourself as, this healthy identity. Think about what that is. Seeing yourself with that positive self-care or service habit that becomes more natural part of who you are. And again, when we're doing these small positive things, we are receiving this positive information, this, you can say like the virtues or what you're gaining. Good. So let's again heighten that vision in your head of your positive self-care or service identity. You can make it as specific as possible with that task that you want to do, or that, not task, but that positive habit that supports who you are and who you're developing to be. And feel that support. We're going to breathe in love. It's pure, unconditional love that melts that blockage, any blockages that you have, resistance. We're going to inhale that message of peace, bringing this peace into our being, peace and joy. If we actually enjoy doing these little habits, it can be a joyous part of who we are in our day. And feel this message breathing into your lower abdomen, this light of harmony, condensing these messages, feeling yourself harmonize in your positive self-care, service identity, and harmonize with your actions, behaviors, and thoughts. Feeling your systems, your body, be harmonized and aligned. Your schedule, be harmonized and aligned. Okay, we can just keep bringing in this love, peace, harmony to support us. Again, inhale one last time to your lower abdomen. Love, peace, and harmony. Feel these messages condensing, supporting this self-care and service, positive identity, and the steps that you want to do. This one step that you want to do this week to help you form this healthier habit. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can just express gratitude to the field in whatever way. Notice that might be a habit that we might have a habit of, maybe for some of us putting our hands together and kind of doing a light bow, or for other people it might be a different habit. But that is a positive habit, right? And you might not even be aware of it, but this is what we want to do, have this habit that afterwards it just becomes a part of who we are, and we don't have to think about it so much, and we just naturally do it. Okay, but this week we'll be a bit more aware. You're going to structure in your environment to make it a bit easier for you, okay? Whatever it is, find a way. And so to continue on your wellness journey, again, you can continue to work on these self-care and service goals. I hope that you will make this a habit that every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m., as long as it's on, you will be joining us here live, watching. I'd love to hear some of the things that people have want to share, what they've maybe have certain habits that can really actually help the group to learn, oh, what are other people doing, and they might want to incorporate that if they've had some challenges. Or if you're watching the video, whether it is on Facebook, on YouTube, at a certain time, every day I'm going to be watching Love Peace Harmony video, and I do have these self-care, these Love Peace Harmony videos, about maybe 3 minutes. So there is a playlist for shorter Love Peace Harmony videos to make it easier for you, that maybe could come into one of your habits to just play a short video. We do have these sessions every first, third, 1, 2, 3 of the month, Mondays, with my mother Annette and Tao Wellness, that you can join. And on Thursdays is a free wellness evening. So think about it, about 3 times a week. You can do, self-care types of things, and that becomes a habit for you. Every time at these times, you will be joining, right? And stay connected with a powerful and positive field that could be part of your self-care process, part of your service process. Maybe every day, if you enjoy, like maybe sharing one of the videos that you found helpful, or look up other videos that you can share with others to join. You can donate regularly, maybe finding a charitable work. We love the Love Peace Harmony Foundation that supports us here and does other work for hospitals, children, youth, and families, the environment, clean water wells. You can maybe share in this code that gives a Love, Peace, and Harmony song. That could be part of the service, that you are sharing the song. So there's many different ways of service. Again, you can put it in honorarium of us. If you do use that link, we'll be most grateful. And again, you can fill out the evaluation form. I apologize, we didn't put it on the list for the chat, but that could be another service, in saying what it is that you want. What are some of the challenges that maybe then I can create a course, or one of those sessions can be devoted to what you're working on. So this one is it's a wonderful thing. Let's see. So thank you, Brittany. So she's sharing. Oh, she does have the donation link there on our Zoom chat, and also the registration links for the Monday Love Peace Harmony sessions with Annette. Wonderful. Thank you, Brittany. And if anyone does want to share, some of the things that they're working on, some of the small habits that they're choosing to do, or they're going to do for this week, that would be really wonderful to share, whether it's on Zoom right here, whether it is on Facebook, or on our YouTube channel playlist. Hopefully this will be posted within the day. So wonderful. So just, remembering, you can't really see, it's in white, but it's supposed to be, again, the message that self-care is service. So working on your own self-care is a service, because it helps you increase the quality of your service. When we are feeling happy and positive, aligned, we can certainly help others. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. Please let me know if you have any questions. We have different resources, wonderful books too, that I've shared, that also can help you if you're interested in kind of looking more into some of the concepts that I've shared in these sessions. So I'm just going to stop.